Hello, folks. This is Jonathan, son of Good Day Serving Jesus Christ, and I was just going to do this right here. If you're a Trump supporter and everything, don't never. Uh, I've heard people making threats. If you make a threat, you have freedom of speech in your own house, but not on YouTube. Or if you say something outside, if you say something, you post it, um, you're going to jail. Nope. If like in your house, you can say whatever you want if you don't have any intent. You have this freedom of speech. But if you upload and say, I'm going to go and do this right here, like that, then expect it not from your local police department. Um, so it, so don't, as much as those people out there pro-abortion, wanting to take kids away from their parents because they won't let them do a sex change. That right there, having kids this small right here, little boys dressed up like girls, don't threaten people like that. Just vote them out. That's really all you can do. And I'm just glad that the Supreme Court, that they, on the news, they overdone that stuff like what that railroad judge McAfee, or Scott McAfee. I would never threaten anything. This is my personal opinion. They're trash rags and roads. I would never step foot in Fulton County. I'd go out of my way to avoid Fulton County. Nope, I would avoid that. Don't never threaten anybody like that. All you can do is just don't vote for them. There's judges out there that's over them. Nope, that's got a higher say so over them. And unfortunately, I'm glad they sided with him from the last one I seen on the news that the U.S. Supreme Court was not fond of what they were pulling him in Fulton County. But don't ever threat. Don't ever make a threat. Just keep it cool. I don't have hatred. God still loves them people, even though they're severely railroaded. And so that's all we can do is just on that ballot, just look on that ballot and check the judge's background. These local Superior Court judges check their background, check their stats, uh, what they're into, and all you can do is just try to vote them out and stay out of towns like that. So, anyways, peace, God bless, and I'm not afraid to let people know I will be voting for Donald Trump as long as his name's still on the ballot. So peace, God bless. And Republicans, as sick as it makes you about their policies, abortion in my book is first-degree felony murder. It should be punishable by this right here is my personal opinion. I believe that abortion is malice, first-degree malice murder. Not just, it don't get any more worse than that. And if any woman has had an abortion, you can go to the Lord. He will forgive you for that. But as far as that act right there, and it don't get any more innocent than that, that baby will still grow up in heaven. And those babies like that gets murdered like that in the womb, they still go on to grow up in the third heavens. God looks at them as cherubs. And so they won't get any older than about 30 years of age. But this is my personal opinion on it. It's felony first-degree murder that should be punishable by the death penalty. Well, you don't. It should not be. You walk into a clinic and have a little newborn baby killed. If they don't want the baby that bad, go drop it off at an adoption. The hospital has a policy. If you don't want the baby, you take that baby and you drop it off, leave it on the front steps of the hospital, and they'll take care of it from there. Instead of murder. Well, that's my personal opinion. When things like buttholes, everybody got. So anyways, but I don't hate people like that. As a Christian man, I don't hate people. I'm a Christian. I'm a devout Christian, God-fearing man. I used to be a sinner too. I've never murdered before, but I used to be a sinner myself. And now I'm no longer walking in my sins, so I'm not any better than anybody else. But I do now. I follow God's policies. And when a country is going against the grain like that, God curse them. And so every story in the Bible is like this right here. Every time when they're walking in the ways of God, God blesses them. As soon as they start walking out along with God God will chastise them and start letting them fall victim to their enemies. But every Bible story is like that in the Old Testament. So anyways, peace and God bless, and we pray for every Christian brother and sister out there. Me and you as Christians, this is how I do. I just live in the comfort of my own home. Me as the homeowner, I got right here. I don't even like running outdoors, so this is my camp, and I'm just not gonna allow anything out of line with Jesus Christ's word in my camp. And when I do have to go out in general public, if I have to go out to Walmart or something like that, what I do, then I got my breastplate on, and the Spirit of God in me. And anybody I run into in general public, I'll show them the utmost kindness or whatever. But I try to stay out of the world as much as I can, because it's gotten that bad. I'm not gonna sit. I'm not gonna sit and walk around anywhere I got to. So anyways, peace. God bless. We're praying for every Christian brother and sister out there worldwide. I mean, just keep it cool. When you see people like that, don't curse them out. God still loves them as much as He loves you and me as Christians. We have to remember that. Even though they want to legalize baby murders and stuff like that right there, but God still loves that person. So trying to show hate hate for them, hate the crime, hate the ways, and don't hate the person. That's how I feel. I can literally hate their ways, hate the crimes, hate their policies. And it even says if you have to, when a judge has to sentence somebody to the death penalty, not to take pleasure in the execution of that person, but yet they still have to, by law, by God's law, execute. If you don't execute that person, you're actually committing sin. Because if somebody commits felony first degree murder, premeditated, say somebody walks up, goes into the local quick bar, boom, like that right there. The trigger man, in that Bible right there, is to be put to death. But not to take any pleasure. This is how I would do it. I'd like, if somebody was being executed like that right there, it's good. You understand what's happening in line, and give you a chance to repent, and I already given a chance to pray. But that is what it is. Like that's the manner of it. I'm not supposed to say get put to death like that right there. The Bible doesn't say that. So because God still loves that person. That person still has that option to repent, even if they're on execution. If that person really, really repents, God will give them a wide way. If they really, really, truly repent, that's why God has that law written in place in Bible. Anyways, peace and God bless. And like I said, I'm going to repeat it again. I'll be praying for every Christian brother and sister out there, and keep your cool when you see those. I don't have anything against Democrats, because I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. If they were for the right Democrat, I would vote for the right Democrat. But this election season, I'm voting for Donald J. Trump. I'm not going to vote for anybody else. But it's the severe left wing, and this is my opinion. That they're so crooked they make us like a rattlesnake sort of straight. So, anyways, but that's just my personal opinion. So peace and God bless me, praying for every Christian brother and sister out there worldwide.